All right, y'all. It's been such a minute since I've done one of these videos, but I've got you $15,000 laptops. That's right, $15,000 laptops, as well as your old Radeon HD 7950. If you still have that kicking, you could probably make yourself a pretty nice little steam machine for your living room. Let's go and get to today's video. Alright, so in first news, as you guys know, I play a lot of games here on this channel, as well as do these tech reviews and tips and things like that. Arc 2, if you're a big fan of the first Arc games, that has now been pushed out to 2028, right, as they continue to build on this new game and new platform. But with that, they're not leaving you empty-handed. Looks like they're going to be releasing some things here in 2026 as well as 2027, and here is your roadmap for these DLCs. And there is some jokes here, obviously, with Squadron 42. If you guys know that, I play Star Citizen, so here's that for you. But yeah, just some things that you guys wanted to check out if you guys were waiting for this game. I do have this game right now wish list on my Steam as well, so let's go ahead and get to the next part of this video. Now, Samsung reveals their 2026 model of monitors, or they're lining up, right? Sadly, if you don't have a 5080, 5090, I don't think you're going to be playing 6K, 5K, or whatever K with these new setups that they have. So this is going to be probably pretty pricey options here. As you guys can see here, these things are slated to release in 2026. You have the Odyssey 3D, which supposedly it gives you 3D glasses, or not 3D glasses, but it says here, right, 32-inch Odyssey 3D, which Samsung calls their first 6K glasses free, so you don't need glasses, 3D gaming monitor. Essentially, it uses eye tracking, right, and it adjusts the depth based on viewing position, and it also includes your normal 2D 3D conversion, so you don't have to be all like dizzy while you're playing. Again, I don't know how that's going to translate to 5090 or 5080 performances or whatever or whatnot, but they also have normal options available for you guys, which in their 27-inch Odyssey G60, it's a QHD monitor, which has up to 600 hertz at 1440p, which is insane. And then on top of that, they have the dual mode, right? So if you guys want to play in 720p, it offers 1040 hertz. That's insane. So I think this is a monitor that you can definitely future-proof yourself with if you're looking for that high refresh rate competitiveness with all that stuff that you guys want. So with that, this is their lineup here. Their G8 line splits into 3 different options or variations. You have a 32-inch 6K IPS panel, you have a 27-inch 5K IPS panel, and then you also have a 32-inch 4K QD OLED, which QD OLED is very beautiful and bright, which, by the way, I have one right now. That's probably why I look so washed out right now. I actually got to turn down some of the lighting because the screen's so bright. But this is your lineup for their monitors coming to 2026. Let me know down below in the comments. Are you guys going to pick one of these up? I think if the pricing is right and they keep it at that $800 to $1,200 price range where some of these higher end model 4K OLEDs are at, I think it would be worth it. But if it's like 2K, 4K, whatever pricing, they can go suck one, and you guys shouldn't suck it either. So with that being said, we've got our $15,000 laptop, and I'll break it down for you guys, right? This is Eurocom's Raptor X18 laptop, which offers up to 256 gigs of RAM, as well as up to 32 terabytes worth of storage that you can have on this 18-inch 4K laptop, which is powered by a Core Ultra 9 275HX mobile processor, along with their mobile version of the RTX 5090. Now, this right here is the layout, which is very clean, very nice. It's super easy to upgrade and things like that. You can see the 4 slots for your memory. Looks like you have your PCIe 4.0 for one of the M.2 drives, and then you also have a double stack PCIe 4.0 here on the right side, and then you have your GPU on the right, and then the left, of course, if this laptop is flipped upside down. Now, this thing is rated to be about 3.6 kilograms, almost 33 millimeters thick, with an 18-inch display. You can get one at 1440p or 2K at 240 hertz, or a slightly higher bump 4K panel at 200 hertz. This is going to include Windows 11, obviously. It's going to have mic, webcam, all that. So right now it starts from $4,679, but the 256 gig option is shown with a upsell of $2,687 as an add-on over the 32 gigabyte configuration. Now, if you were to max everything out, right, this build can literally climb past $15,364 for a laptop. I don't know how your home insurance would protect that, or if your Geek Squad plan, they're going to give you a car. That's pretty interesting, though. So with that being said, let's go on to some GPU news. So Sparkle releases their variant of the Arc Pro B60, which is now shipping. They have some passive models available, of course, in the 48 gig variant, and then their 24 gigabyte variant, of course, is the blower style here, which is very classic right now. These cards are mostly made for editing, things like that, AI models, and LLM setups, right, things like that. But some people have gamed on these. There's videos out there you guys can check out for you guys to see their gaming performance, but I do not recommend that at all now that GPUs are in stock. So Linux 6.19 switches old AMD graphics cards, right, just like the Radeon HD 7950, as I mentioned at the beginning. If you have Linux, right, and you do the update and whatnot, right, this right here, someone did a testing from Fornix testing, did a GPU testing at 1080p, right? They've done Gravity Mark, Batman Arkham Knight, Dirt Rally 2.0, Strange Brigade, and GPU score breaking limit, right? So here is your overall scores from the old Radeon drivers to the new AMD GPU driver that just released with this new update. You're getting over 30% more performance over that. That is huge. So if you still have one of these things and you're wanting to do a Linux build or whatever, I don't know how you guys can implement this. The only thing I could think of is Steam machines for your living room. So if you guys want to build something and you're like, oh my gosh, I only play cozy games in the living room, or older games like Batman Arkham Knight, looks like you can play it low to high. That's a pretty intense game there, you know, graphically, and it's a beautiful game. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, you guys know what to do. Dropping a like will help me out a ton. And if you're new here, subscribe, of course. But you guys know what it is. This is Red Zone signing off. Keeping it real, keeping it hot, keeping it raw. Your normal 9-to-5 guy, bringing some high quality content for you guys to enjoy. I'll see you guys on the next video. Deuces.